Today is a good day, and here's why today is a good day. Johhny and Tyler are flying out of North Adams, Harriman and West Airport, and they're going to Klein Kill. Speaking of the dynamic duo, I'm going to put you guys on the YouTube.
Excellent. Nice booty.
Yeah, are you getting my good side?
Which one is that? Ooh, no. There is kind of a mount. This is terrific. We will mount the GoPro inside the airplane. That saves me having to stick it on the outside. So this then, November 4-6, Juliet Whiskey. Clear. Clear! You are locked in.
Harriman and West Airport, North Adams, Massachusetts. Automated weather observation 2036 Zulu. Wind 340 at 05. Visibility 10. Sky condition scattered 7,000. Temperature 25 Celsius. 2.09 Celsius. Altimeter 3003. Remarks. Density altitude 1,900.
I have a picture of this airport. It was the very first one I ever landed at.
Oh, nice.
I have a picture of that sign, and now I'm going to have a little movie of the sign. Yeah. Oh. Lost the hearing in my one ear. So this then is the very first airport I ever landed at. I came out of South Albany. I came over to Klein Kill Airport, Ghent, New York, elevation 380 feet. KNY1. There's the road right there. It's the little FBO. EAA Chapter 146 proudly presents its annual fly-in pancake breakfast. I know somebody told me where the key was, but I do not remember at this time. It's been a long time. Pancake, eggs, sausage, orange juice, and coffee, all for only $8. June 4. I like pancakes.
It's a shame because, you know, that engine.
See, I was looking at that. That's what's an HK5?
I have no idea.
You know, it's not your
HKS?
HKS,
I don't
maybe,
know.
but it's geared.
Yep. Probably a two-stroke. I don't see any push rods. Could be flathead. White Star. White Star 2.
How do you get bit by the snake? Yeah, so it's kind of a boom and fabric thing. I wonder if you could fix that.
You probably could. You'd have to reskin the wings, and who knows, for the fuselage, a little pod underneath it, what it would need.
I mean, the boom looks in good shape.
Yeah, I think it looks like it's just an aluminum tube.
Way easier than finishing your RV.
The RV goes faster though.
Cheaper, it might be cheaper.
I mean, here you have a ready-made airplane. You just need a little spit and polish.
Yeah. Lots of polishing.
Kleinkill's kind of famous for the forgotten airplanes. There's still that lake over there, I noticed.
Yep, that's got a corrosion issue, I think. The lake, so it's not surprising.
But this is what? This is a 172.
That's a straight 172, 1956. Before they went to the swept tail, which was the A model.
For those of you who don't know him, this is Johhny, encyclopedia of airplanes.
He's going to bring 6 million viewers to your page.
Yeah.
Your weekly.
If he brings me 6 million viewers, I'll give him a handy.
$300.
Hey, I'm not Tom Cruise, man. Johhny, tell us about your airplane.
My airplane is a 1969 Cessna 172K model. So, second year of the Lycoming engines, but still has the spring steel landing gear. And there were 2 years that they produced those two combinations, the 68I and the 69K, but the K has the newer style rear window. That's how you can tell them apart. Other than that, it's bright yellow. That's usually how I tell it apart. Has 160 horsepower, Ram STC, which just puts high compression pistons in the engine. And it's a nice airplane. Runs good. Run good, lasts a long time.
And to be fair, I've landed with you a couple of times, and that last landing, don't judge Johnny's landings on that. Normally, it's like butter going onto hot toast.
Well, yeah, my excuse is there was a bump in the grass.
We're not going to go look at that, but Johhny, go down the line here. Tell me what I'm looking at. Once you get around the corner and start with this red old airplane.
The red one is a Stinson 108.
That's a Stinson.
Yeah, it's got the big triangular tail. This one is a pre-67 or 67 or earlier 172 post 63. So it's either a 64, 65, 66, or 67 because it has the rear window, but it still has the Continental engine. You can tell the Continental by the 2 exhaust stacks, whereas mine with the Lycoming only has 1. That is a Grumman. Looks like it might be a AA5.
A Grumman AA5.
I think this is I want to say this is a Grumman Traveler. A Traveler? I think it's called a Traveler. Because it's a big Grumman. It's not a AA1. But I think the tails were different between the AA5, the AA5A, and the AA5B. And then some change in production when they went from Grumman to Gulfstream American and stuff. This is a Lake 180, LA4-180. It's just like a Lake Buccaneer. It is a Lake Buccaneer, but it's only 180 horsepower instead of 200 because it's carbureted. You can't tell that well, you can tell that from the outside. You can tell by the air inlet.
I can't tell. Can you tell?
No. You can see the air inlet on the front of the pylon.
I do when you point to it,
Yeah.
yes.
The 200 horsepower, the Buccaneers, the LA4-200, had it mounted on the bottom side of the nacelle. It's kind of a scoop on the bottom. This airplane is, I think it's a 64 182 because it has weird rear windows. They only made this configuration of rear windows for a 182. Yeah, because most 182s, the window comes down and comes to a point back here and goes forward, and this window in the back is just rectangular, and there's no bar in the middle on most 182s. But I believe this was one of the first years that they had the rear window, which would have been 63 or 64. I believe. I'm not 100% sure on this, but it's pretty close. And it's 182 because it's got cowl flaps and it's, you know, bigger than a 172. This is an experimental, I believe. It's a Zodiac CH601XL. I'm so clever. No, I read it off the side. Kit built airplane. I don't know much more about it.
You missed one.
Oh, this one?
Skywagon.
I think this is a 185.
Totally read that.
It's either a 180 or a 185. I think it might be a 185 because it's got 3 windows, but I don't know. I haven't studied. It says it right there. Yeah, it's 185 on the data plate.
And I can tell you something amazing about this. This airplane occasionally performs on floats.
Yeah, it has a float kit, and it's got the V-brace in the windshield.
Oh, is that for floats, the V-brace?
Yes, yeah, it ties in with the firewall and the engine mount, so when you hit the water really hard and the engine wants to just fall off the front, it doesn't. That's what they put the brace for.
I totally thought that was for something so very different.
This is a 68 or 69 172 because spring steel gear and single exhaust.
Single exhaust.
Yes.
So this is a Lycoming,
Yes.
as opposed to the twins, which make it a Continental.
Exactly. But it still has a spring steel gear, so 68 or 69 were the 2 models with a Lycoming, and I can't tell by the rear window because it's got the cover on it. Yeah, you can't see in there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a Champ, but it might be, I don't know if It's an actual military version of a champ. Aranca. 7cc. Yeah, it's a champ variant of some sort. Basically, Aranca's competition to the Piper Cub. This is a gyrocopter.
This is an American Ranger AR-1 gyrocopter. I have flown, not this particular one, but I have flown this. No, this is not. This is a Tyler C. Hathaway Magni M16 built just in the same style. And as interesting as I find these things, I am not the first to sing their praises. It's got a Rotax engine on the back.
It does.
That must make you very excited.
Yeah, not throw. And this is some other Stinson.
And you can tell by the tail.
In the logo on the collar.
Yeah.
It's not a 108, I don't think, because this is all fabric, whereas the 108 has metal. Although I'm not sure if the 108s originally came as fabric and some were metallized, but I believe the one on the end has been metallized.
This one's got lawn chairs in it and steering wheels. That's really quite remarkable. There's your instrument pack. They had the Gullwing Stinson. I don't know, what's the big one?
I don't know. This has a Lycoming engine in it as well.
You can tell right away.
Well, not necessarily, because some
Don't
other
ruin it.
manufacturers made different exhausts. You can only tell the 172s. But you can tell because the cylinders have pushrod tubes on the top instead of on the bottom.
Yes, that's exactly what I was looking at when I was trying to get this up in here. Pushrod tubes on the top, not the bottom.
Because Continentals have them on the bottom. I think this is actually... I think this is an angle valve Lycoming. Not 100% sure. No, I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the walking encyclopedia of airplanes, Johhny.
We've been stumped. A lot of them, they used to come with Franklins, which is why the 108 came. I think this one over here has a Franklin on it, which is an oddball.
And your final thoughts?
There's none.
There's none.
I think a lot of them had an STC to put.
You know, I was gonna kill the roll, but this Stinson over here is kind of spectacular.
Yeah, so you can see it's a little bit different.
It definitely
You
is.
can see by the tail. Yeah, I bet this one, I bet they are the same, but this has been metallized.
This is a flying station wagon.
And this has Franklin.
Oh, and this has got modifications and it's got real seats and cloth-covered wheels. Somebody spent some love on this one.
Or they just kept it in very nice condition.
Nah, this is reupholstered and stuff.
This has a Franklin engine because the spark plug is on the front and not in from the sides. So
And where are the push rods on this one?
I believe they're on the bottom.
I mean, they have to be because I'm looking at the
Yeah, they're
top.
not on the top. So Franklins were good engines, but supposedly you can't get parts for them anymore. Depends who you ask. There's some people that swear by them and say, "Oh yeah, you can get parts for them," and
You got no places.